So yeah, this is a video of this girl. It's a YouTube creator, does a bunch of TikTok videos, all these bitches. They throw their dirty laundry on the internet with very low accountability. And this lady comes on there, talks about she's faithful to her man, but her man cheated on her with all these different girls now. I'm like, okay, I highly believe that men really cheat with someone that they're married to. Especially older men like myself. There's no need to cheat unless you're a terrible woman and you changed when you got married, which occasionally does fucking happen. A lot. And like, so this lady's like trying to tell the whole town that she's at on a video that people think that they're going to watch. Probably like 5 people watch it. To tell everyone to fuck off. And then states at the very end of the video, yes, I have 2 kids, and yes, the second one's not my husband's. And she's like telling the commenters, be like, comment on her stuff. Be like, oh, you're just a 401, you're a whore, and that's like, fuck all you guys do. Yeah, your accountability is, wait, so a man can force you to spread your fucking legs when you're willing. No. No offense to a lot of you women out there, I have to say it like this. How much guys want to think about banging chicks just to bang them nut? When you're traditional, it's nearly impossible to have sex with a random chick. Because it just doesn't work. Come on. Hurry up, puppy. Like, I can't go, even if a girl's really hot in that. Yeah, I get arousal, not fine, but like, full on, like, be able to do that, I don't understand how people do it. I don't get it. I don't get it personally. Oh, the boobies and all something. Yeah, they look good. The ass looks good, you know. Some girls, you know, look good naked and that. Some girls look fucking ugly naked, you know. Come on, go to bed upstairs. Go to bed. But the one thing that we're missing out on, what happened to the spirituality that we used to have? What happened to the, you know, when we used to sit there and be very very together with each other? Not this back and forth shenanigan bullshit that we intentionally like to go through. And like, when we start to look back to how life used to be, people didn't fuck around nearly as much. They were too busy taking care of families, and that's what it is. When you don't keep your mind busy, you start to sin more. That's why God tells us to work. He tells us to work. He tells us, you know, have close friends, have fun in that, do certain things in that. He never tells us to sit there and be a bunch of hoes. Come on. You want to bed? Come on, up. Come on, up. Come on. Come on. Come up here. Come on, up. Gonna stay. Come on. Here you go, baby. Lay down. Never mind. My mom's back and cleaning that. Some other one of my dogs doesn't like the noise. I'm usually right next to my tablet. Usually silly. But yeah, the more I kind of like learn about this shit, about what's going on, the more I start to look back in the biblical sense of why it's happened in the first place. You have to see it. It's exactly the same shit that happened 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years ago. You're okay, Ruby. What are you doing? There's Zozo. You guys want to go outside and play? Come on, let's go outside and play for a little bit. Go get him. Go around. Go freeze your balls off a little bit. So when you look back in the biblical sense of all the things that are happening today, they always happened. It's just the internet put everything together so everybody can see it, so it corrupts people a little bit quicker. And then you have people that counteract it with, being responsible, being something. It changed dramatically. Like when I was a kid, I always seen traditional things happening because I was probably, more of a religious based, family and that. We were Lutherans and that. And so we always tried to obey the certain things. And I got put in my mind that, to to be nice to people and that, to be respectful and stuff like that. Oh my god. Come on guys, stop going in and out. Go lay down. So when I see someone doesn't do those things, I was gonna ask myself, like, why do you do those things? I even ask girls that used, they are the 401s and that. I try to used to pick me up in that when I was, in my early 20s and that. Like, how can you just do this? Well, I saw my mom do it, and they never have a father. And then when it goes down to the traditional sense, what makes a daughter love a man is that the daughter loves the father first before she loves another man. The first love is always going to be your father. And that's got a person that you want to get. Because inside your mind, you're continuously seeing these types of things. And when you see your father being a man and doing manly things, you, as a woman, as a young daughter of that father, you start to see what kind of man that you want to get. That's what it normally comes down to. You always go back to the first man or woman, based your mother and father, who you want to get. So I mean that. My first womanly love is my mom. So when I look at a woman, I want my woman to be a personality trait of my mom. I want her to be traditional. I want her to be loving and caring. I want her to, make food for me. I want her to do all these traditional things. And guess what? And that's what it is. On the bed? Up. Up. Lay down. You're okay. What are you doing, Ruby? You want to come up here? I had you on the bed and you jump off. You guys being silly puppies? Being silly? Why don't you guys go hang out upstairs? I don't want to go upstairs. Too much noise. We'll go in the other room and go hang out. What? Oh my god, you dogs are me crazy. But yeah, but that's how, I look at my life. So I look at another person that, I'm always going to look at from why you do these things and that. It's like some of the women I work with, they're very argumentative that, okay, I'm used to that. I see my mom's very argumentative over really silly stuff. We have conversations about it, and I talk to her about it. You can't be doing all that argumentative stuff back and forth type thing. Arguing never solves any problems. It just creates more bullshit problems. It wasn't me. And that's definitely one of the things that, that me, myself, look at nowadays differently. Is that I don't like arguing. It's like me and my ex get in arguments over really stupid shit. And we're just venting just random crap. And I'm not saying, why are you arguing with me? Well, because this and that. Your arguments don't make sense. You're just saying stuff just to say stuff out of anger. And there's multiple times we'd be on the phone and I would just hang up on her. And she would call me back. Dude, why'd you hang up? I'm like, because you're yelling at me. I don't, why are you yelling at me? Just talk to me about whatever the fuck's going on. And then you start like blaming stuff on me. I said, you're blaming stuff on me because of the things that you've done. And, like, here's what it is. You see a man before you that's too good for you, but you complain about me being willing to be better than what you're giving me. You're not doing anything. You do very little to maintain a relationship as a woman, which is not a lot. Most things are already maintained by the man to begin with. All we have to do is sit there, look pretty, cook fucking food, and suck my fucking dick. That's it. You don't need to do a whole lot of dramatic things that way. But on a man's side, us men have to be masculine. We have to learn how to do all these things. We have to blow a lot of fucking money. We have to do all these things to maintain what a woman has. But we don't do that because we just want to get the sex out of you. And this is what women do nowadays. They think that's what men do. So, oh, well, you just said it. Yes. Them are the things that keep man maintained. It's very simple. And a lot of traditional women nowadays are finally coming out and saying, yeah, empty the guy's balls. You want to do it anyway because you're with the motherfucker. You like seeing his hard dong being slammed in you. It's a win-win situation. And the whole scientific thing of women don't get off as much as men do, that's a complete fucking lie. That's the biggest lie of all lies. Well, the thing is that I'm telling you is, women get off 5 times as much as men do because they're sensitive to touch more than men are. You can get a woman off by just fucking rubbing on her titty and fucking rubbing her twat, and then she'll get off. It happens. But how you do it is through what? Emotions. See, women are the opposite of men when it comes down to emotion. We're more physical looking, so when a woman looks good, we get aroused, we get off easy. See, with a woman to a man, it's the opposite. Even though looks do matter, yes, being masculine man gives you more attraction, yes. But some women literally just like men that are just in charge. They're like a high up management. They're in charge of things and that. It gets them hot for them. Why? Because it's all emotional. The reason I'm talking about this stuff because it kind of brings up the why certain men are where men don't like dating masculine women. Some women can be selectively hot with somewhat masculine traits. Yes. Just like a man can be slightly cute, being slightly feminine, talking about like dogs and saying how cute they are, that you could do slight of the both. But the biggest thing is you can't sit there and be full on. Oh, man. Because that's the thing, I would say a lot of people, especially younger men, really don't understand. So they keep on trying to go after these type of things. And as they're going after these things, they start to push ideas that don't make sense. And most of these ideas are from the Red Pill Society. And they got decent ideas. When they just talk about men, they say this is what women essentially like through statistics and science and that. They just be masculine. That's it.
Pardon me, stranger.
Work hard. Work. If a woman likes you because she's desperate and she just wants to have sex, do not. Sex is not a thing that you have to do. Because the time is right for you to reproduce as a fucking male, it's gonna fucking show. The thing of it is, a lot of people don't want to go through that. They want to skip like that and go right to I want to feel good. Other things you make it feel good. I say one of like the more memorable moment with my ex wasn't in the bedroom seeing her butt ass fucking with her titties all hanging out. That was nice. But one of the good moments we had. is when we used to go out to eat. And we used to just talk about just random stuff. That was the most romantic, best moment ever. Because it wasn't just about how much fucking you get this person or whatever the stupid things people would say nowadays. It was just being with them. We watch cartoons together and shit, because we were both, you know, older people and that were born in the 90s and shit. I remember all the things of that. And that's what it is. That's what Jesus keeps talking about. He keeps preaching about this stuff. It's the whole thing. The flesh, the soul, the spirit. It's the whole thing. The mind. Everything counts. So, the things people have to say they have to teach people. People already have a personality. They just have to fall in love with people with the same personality. They fall in love with the person that has the same type of like way of wanting to be. I'm a dork that likes to lift weights. So I lift weights. But do I maintain just weightlifting? No. I talk about other things. I think exercise is a good thing to do every day. Do something, whatever it might be.
You saved my life.
You know, other people might not think that. Oh, man. Other people might not share the same feelings I share, or the same personality I share. That's one of the things that slowly kind of attracted to my ex over the day. She talked about doing all these things and that, watching cartoons, and lifting weights and all that stuff and that. Well, what the real truth was, she talked about all the stuff that she already did, but she doesn't do anymore. I was like, why don't you go to the gym anymore? I don't have my gym buddies anymore. I'm like, well, go to the gym with me. I don't mind lifting weights. And then the only thing you can do is, oh, I was a fitness instructor. You were a fitness instructor for like fucking... You knew fitness stuff because you worked out with a bunch of fucking people that did fucking steroids, okay? Yeah, okay, you knew fitness stuff. You knew how to be jacked on steroids and walk around with your head cut off. That's fine. You know, but you could just work out. And we done it a couple times. You can work out. Just to go to the gym, you know, I paid for the gym and all that stuff, and I would go to the gym and that and travel. But it became an all kind of bullshit. Because it became a lie. That she did something, but she didn't want to do any more of that because she had to have the proper friends and all this stuff and that. Yeah, you gotta go to the gym, you're willing to just sit there and be like, hey, look at me, 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 look at me. And that's all you want. You say, hey, my ass is fat too. You have a whole bunch of fucking dudes looking at your butt. And that's all you ever want. And that's what it came down to. That's all she ever wants. Everyone wants to look at her, how hot I am, how attractive I am. Complain about other women with bigger tits and literally say, oh, their tits are saggy, my tits are perky, you know, so all girls' boobs sag, honey, like, it's just how it is. I mean, yes, your boobs don't sag, because your boobs are not super big. And these are the kind of women, let's say, kind of people, they always want so much validation. You have to validate me 24/7. No. As a woman that you get validated 24/7. If a guy's hot and he looks at you, you're gonna be like, oh my god, fuck him. That's pretty much how it goes when it comes down to women. Or other women outside the women I work with and that. I know she's attractive. Does your boyfriend? Yes. But her personal life is different for work life. For work life, you know, she's gonna get flirted with here and there. You're working with people for years and years and years to come. Of course you're gonna get a somewhat of a relationship. That's why I don't like working with women. Women that are married, unless they're not attracted to them, they're gonna be willing to fucking go down. If they're not married. Boyfriend or not. Boyfriends don't mean shit to half of these people and that. It's just there. mean, like, I only say that stuff in that because that's how I see it. I see that shit. They try to be aware, but their mind's always stripped. And so, you know, when Jesus talking about lust starts from the heart first. It always does. And it doesn't really matter what anybody says. You always have it in your heart first before you. That's why you see people get so mad at you. One of the ladies that used to talk to me that I, you know, I used to work with her and that, and we got a little close in that, you know, just talk. We got a little close and I was talking, you know, it goes, we want to know that. I have a massive hot, and I can do it, and I can do woman. I can do it, long time. I'm just like, okay, yeah, you're hot, you got hourglass, you got the hourglass road, you got, you know, fat sea guts, you got some hips on you and that. You know, yeah, you do it. But that was her whole personality. That's one thing she always would do. Whatever you go to first, it's gonna be the kind of person you are. He's like the weakest fucking person. It's just the AoE that we do as mages for my I just use that whirlwind bar gadget. This game is so pointless. I should play on fucking Ultimate 4. like come in and we try to just keep them going on. Minute thing if I face the ball. What did you guys go upstairs? Look at mama. Okay. But yeah, what I was talking about now is it doesn't matter anywhere that you go as a person that if you are who you are and you're that type of person that people rely on. Like I just got messages like, oh, you know, stay on standby and that today just in case anyone calls off, you know, you could be able to come in. And like, normally I like coming in on Wednesday because I'm off Tuesday. And like, one day off a week. Normally all I have to want because one whole day off is enough for me to cover and run around and be lazy as fuck. But these days, you know, I'll come in. I always like someone's like, I'll come in at 9 or 10 just to do just the O and that thing. Not a lot of people want to stay till 2 or 3 in the morning. And I just like, because they're lazy, like, well, and they normally don't do nothing when they get home. I always ask them, what do you do when you get home? You know, same shit, different day type stuff. And they all do the same shit. Like, no one does anything at fucking 10 o'clock at night. You know what I do? I'll be watching anime and playing and streaming like I do now and playing Diablo 4 just to let my character slow up. And I'll slowly work a level up in this game and shit. Go on, go upstairs, go get mama. That's 100% the guy who knows. Almost got up a whole bar. if you're a man, that, or if you're a woman, that, being traditional is probably the best way. I know a lot of people out there are very skittish over that stuff and that, like, oh, being traditional is so stupid, it's dumb, blah, blah, blah. You can say anything dumb. And you can. You could be like, oh, it's stupid to be like this, stupid like that. But that's what everybody wants. You act like you don't want a family? So well, I don't know how to get it. That's the problem right there. You're not traditional. You don't know the values of it. And that's the reason why you can't do it. Because you don't know. And you think that it's stupid, because you want a relationship. If you're not traditional, don't be in a relationship then. Don't get a relationship say, I'm lonely and depressed. But you're being traditional though. You want to be single your whole entire life? Then be single. Doesn't mean you can't be a good person. I mean, I'm single. A lot of other men around my age are single now. If I do talk to them that, they all say the same thing. It's like, I don't want to go out with these women. We all think the same way. Like, there's one chick, you know, that I haven't seen long enough in a while. I ended up seeing her. I used to go to school with her. She was part of the little hot girl brigade in high school. Like, she was really younger than me. So all the girls that she hung out with were always like the hottest fucking chicks in school. They're always skinny and that. They all have, you know, really nice bodies and that, whatever the fuck it is. And guess what? I saw her the other day. And like, I knew it was her because the way that she was acting. I remember her face and that, but her body was super toned out. I mean, she was fit, annoyingly fit. I felt like she was really fucking skinny in that, and she had, you know, nice little perky boobs and stuff and that. And she was, you know, like 34 years old. She looked really fucking good. And I'm like, well, yeah. What do you expect? She probably doesn't have kids, or she does if she's with a good man, that if she's doing more traditional and she's able to do that. That's all it is. These expectations of life are very, very small. They're not anything true. Like, you have to ponder about it. Number one, if you respect people, if you personally respect yourself and love yourself, other people will love and respect you too. Especially if you're a respectful person altogether. You respect yourself more than you respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, it all starts with you hate yourself? Why? Because you're being confused by other people. You're confused by the celebrities that you're on.
It's locked.
Let's check them out. And that's what it is. You watch all these celebrity people that make millions and millions of dollars off being stupid and that. And then you sit there and you try to do the same thing and it never works. Like, why can't I not be like that person? Because it wasn't for you to be like. Whatever you choose to be like is already what you want to be like. You already have it in your thought process when you're a kid, when you're younger now. I mean that, you know, I like Goku. I like Kenshiro, Fist Sword Art. So I developed myself to be in the martial arts. So I do punchy techniques. I do, you know, kicking techniques when I was younger and that. I mean, I can still do them now to a certain extent. You know, that's what I like to do. But that was just a hobby. That wasn't my main calling. Your main calling is the thing that you want to do always. Like for me, I'm a very hopeful person. When I see people in distress, I like to talk to them about their problems. I like to go through the problems. I like to solve the problems. If they listen to the solve of the problem, and they go on with it, and they make themselves better because of it, that's good. Most times people just want to listen to people just because they want to be like, oh, you feel bad for me. Oh, I don't feel bad for you, bitch. It's just, I'm a problem solver when it comes down to psychology. So I like, that's the gift that I like to give to other people, Matt, because I love that. So like anybody else, that's your calling. People always have a certain thing in their life that they always want to do. And it's not from anybody else, but from yourself alone. That's your calling. That's what you want to do, then you have to do it. You don't know why people are so depressed nowadays? Because they don't do the shit they actually want to do. They literally sit there and they live in a mindset that's literally controlled by the world. And you're trying to do the world's bidding over yourself. Over what God gave you. Everybody gets a purpose. We all have purpose when we're born. Then you say, well, how do I know my purpose? I have some people don't know. Ask for things. Sometimes the purpose is being a family man. That's your purpose. God gives you that purpose, and you fall in love with the woman that you have kids early, and that you go through that. Now, everyone has that same purpose. Not saying people can't do that. Most people just can't. I only go by what I know, what I've been through. But it's pretty similar to most people. Because, we're all kind of part of the same thing. A lot of people may not know that, but it's the honest truth. So, like, for instance, I like watching people. I like taking care of people. I like being, I like to give everybody love and that. I talk about it. Some people take it too extreme. Some people want to be in relationships with it. And they like the comfort. They like the attention and stuff. And it happens all the time. And you see these people that, and they're always so depressed, so desperate, but they don't want to do much about it. I say, if you're not out there actually trying to do something, you're not expected to get anything out of it. Like, if you're too much of a pervert, which I know a lot of people are, then no one's going to like you. Then you're going to become a whore. You can have a perverted mindset to a certain extent. If you're just fully fucking perverted, all you think about is sex 24/7 that, then you're a whore. You perverted yourself so much you became a slut. Or a man whore, or whatever it is. That's just how it is. So whatever you believe in, that's normally what you become. Our minds work like that? Absolutely. God didn't make us in a weird, awkward way. No, He made it with Him being in the purpose of our lives. That's why He created us in His images. Image. Us are, the three. Create mankind in our image. As He was talking to the three personalities. The Father was talking to the Son. The Son was talking to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit was talking to the Father. They were all congregating how they want to create humanity. That's why our mindsets are the way they are. That's why it never really mattered on what the world did, because if you didn't know the world, then all you know is, if you never got in the world, that you always with the church and stuff like that, you always do these things. You want to go back outside? And that's what you did. Because that's what I did. Like, I went to school, and I came back home, I played video games, I always had dinner, and I never really went out to do anything. I was always at home. That was my lifestyle. Every once in a while, we go out to eat and that. We go to McDonald's and that. We go to White Castle's there. We go out to eat, at a restaurant or something like that. But I was always secluded to my family. I never really went out there to do anything with anybody else. Never really had a lot of friends and that, so I kind of stuck with my brothers and with my mom and dad. That was my life for a very long time. So what I believed in and how I was taught for decades and decades and decades is to love people. So I try to love people. And then I figure out, the honest truth is, there's not a lot of people that love people. I had many women and even friends. I tried to be loving and caring like I was supposed to, you know, and they weren't. And I got confused as a human being. And they say, why don't you want love? They're like, love is dead, love is fake. I'm like, love is dead, love is fake. It's like, why do you think love is dead, love is fake? Because if there was more love in the world, then everybody would be happy. I said, well, love is an act of a choice. You have to choose to love someone. You have to love yourself first, too. So that was my mindset for many, many years. And what changed it was when I started to understand that being too nice is not good. Sometimes if someone treats you like shit, you have to call them out on it. So I slowly start to devote myself to being more calling people out. And so I do. And sometimes it's in, you know, it's never in a personal way because I don't know these people. But if it's a work setting, yeah. If I work with people that have attitude problems, I call it out in a very nice way and sometimes a very nasty way because it all depends on the situation. They'll get mad, they'll fuss, they'll say this person needs to be fired. And I already have people at my job that want me to get fired anyway. They say this out of explosion. Oh, you went against me, so you deserve all this bad stuff. And I'm like, well, you deserve it right back at you because you're the one that's the fool, not me. And it says in Psalms, or it says in Proverbs, actually. Now, when a wise, righteous person calls out a wicked person, the wicked person always spits out venom. They're always spitting out all these things. They'll say everything and anything in their mind is full of hatred because they got caught with their foolishness. Thing is, when they're spitting their bullshit and their words towards that person, and when you're following what the Father implicates for us to follow, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think your words mean anything? As a foolish person, as a wicked person, that lives this life of lies, and you lie to yourself about a lot of things, you hate yourself for no reason, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be tormented, or you're going to learn. Throughout life, it doesn't matter how righteous you are, we're all part of the same fucking bullshit. It doesn't matter, we're all sinners. God looks at us evenly. Maybe some of the saints back then were 100% following of every aspect they can follow, but they still wilted. And the thing of it is, people try to say, well, you have to be perfect being God's eyes. Oh. Perfection never was part of our deal. Can't be perfect when you have free will. That's the problem. Even the angels aren't perfect. The angels know God. Absolutely. We don't. That's one of the things that the problem with humanity is. We don't know the Father too well. And if you read the Bible, the Bible doesn't tell us every aspect. The New Testament is more clear about what the Father is, what God actually is with Jesus, but we don't really grasp every little detail because they're not supposed to know. That's why the angels, whatever angels that did rebel, they knew. But their pride exceeded them. Come on, puppy. What are you doing? Want to go to bed? Want to go up? Go up? Well, what do you want? Hold on. Here you go. Go lay down. Come on. You little butt. You little butt, baby. And that's why the story of the fall of Lucifer and 1/3 of the angels, it started to become true. To understand why humanity fell, too. The thing is, even Adam didn't know God the way the angels knew God. But the way God talked to Adam, that he talked to him like a son. He talked to him like he was in love, like he loved him. The difference between the angel and the human, complete difference. Angels follow with commands. They're absolute followers. The only difference between, say us and angels, angels weren't made. They weren't made. I say, they were made all at once. They're made to be commanded. And see, humans weren't made to be commanded, say 100%. We were made with the love. So every single time when people want to say the difference between all these people, all these races, there is no difference. Humans were made with love, and that's the end of it. If you want to say that they're not, then why do you always want to be loved? Why do you always want attention? Why do you always want someone to be by your side? You are dedicated with your spirit to have someone be next to you. Only the coldest of people don't want love. They don't want it. They live in the life with the world in mind, and that's it. People that want too much money and too much power in that, they lack love. Like the Scrooge, the Christmas Scrooge. He was a heartless man. There's plenty of stories of heartless people. They want to be worshipped. They want to be in control of everything. So it comes down to a narcissist person. People that are narcissists, Nami used to be one of those people you never want to contact with. You just don't want to talk to because they're fucking annoying. But nowadays, it's a trait. It only took 20 years to bring this trait out. And you start seeing everybody's being a narcissist. And most of them are women. A narcissist woman, you can tell. Because first thing they do is, they hate on men. And when a man talks about a woman hating on a man, they fucking ignore it. And they blow it off saying it's just a normal day. Them are the type of women, no offense, bless their souls or spirits, lake of fire is going to be their place. Because that is disgusting to sit there and be that disrespectful towards a whole gender of fucking people because you're a dumbass. And yes, that is a foolish thing to disrespect people without knowing them. Is a foolish errand. To categorize everybody the same is foolish. It always will be foolish. That's why we have the word saying if you are a narcissist and you have mass control issues and you spout hatred towards people, that's not everybody. That's not even the truth about that person. That's the thing. When Jesus talks about why we do the things we do, why our spirits are different, our minds can be poisoned and be persuaded by the world. That's all the devil can do. Our spirits, sit there. We absorb the emotions of what we do. If we do a lot of bad, we absorb the bad, negative emotions. And then we become more negative. We become more bad. But just like you look at animals and that. Like my puppy's sitting there right next, laying on my bed. She looks bored. She wants attention. So I go next to her, she looks at me. When I give her love, she stares at me and she wants love. So in her respect, she wants to give me kisses. And that's what she wants to do. But she's got the look in her butt, so I don't want any kisses. But I give her love. Why? Because she's cute and adorable. And they're innocent. Isn't that right, puppy? You big innocent baby. You sure are. Yeah, big old fluffy puppy. Yeah. Where's Zoe at? Go get the Zozo? Nah, I don't want your crouch kisses. Yeah. Yeah, puppy. You're so pretty. I need to take a shower. Ooh. Look it down. Go get Zoe. Let's go get Zoe. Go get her. Go get Zoe. But that's what it normally is. That's why when you look at a dog, you look at a baby now, you're always purely happy. Why? Because that's love. That's why some people take animals over actual human beings, because human beings they're not falling in love with each other anymore. We're using each other. We're using each other for all kinds of stupid shit. What? What do you want? Come on. You big turd. What do you want? Is no one here? Oh, I'm going crazy with that. That's what it was. Too long on the show. Nah, I need to take a shower too. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I am debating. Probably gonna play a little bit more video games, I guess. I don't know yet.
More loyal friends you'll not find. friends you'll not find.
commercial, sleazy exploitation flick, Twilight Zone episode that got way too horny. On paper, this thing makes no sense. It's supposed to be a supernatural horror movie? Coming of age story? A dark comedy about puberty? The answer is yes. The result is a movie that feels like it was stitched together from 3 different scripts, which in a way, it kind of was. The original screenplay and the novelization it spawned was way darker. The menace, actual supernatural elements, and way less cutesy killer teddy bear stuff. What wound up on the screen is a sanitized but still deeply uncomfortable hybrid, where the filmmakers tried to scrub out the nastier edges, but just wound up making it feel even stranger. Seriously, it's almost like a bad trip. That weird push-pull is what makes the pit unforgettable. The minute you're watching an awkward kid get bullied, the next he's pushing people all in the woods full of trolls. Through it all, this teddy bear might be possessed by Satan. Or maybe he's just nuts. Either way, it's pure cult movie magic. But enough about that. Can this creepy kid, this pet monsters, kill enough Canadians to earn a coveted 5 hardback rating? Let's get to the door and find out. Oh, and before we get started, today's video is sponsored by patrons Jason, Tom Bailey, and Stephen McReynolds. If you'd like to help sponsor some videos and free me from the shackles of YouTube's tyranny, find a link to my Patreon in the big comment in the description below. And now, let's get bloody. Don't jump scare me from the first Rain movie. Can't tell if that thing is a doll or a delicious spicy covered cake monster. Oh, it's a costume party. Blackbeard here is gonna give me a shot at the ballerina. Hey babe, are you free on Saturday? Like Myers arrives fashionably late. Oh, good. Right to a flashback. Is the kid's hair or a helmet? Man, he gets pip-handed and this chick laughs. That's man, back in prison, it's time for a great moment. More film acting.
I want to talk to you in private. I have something for you.
It's fitting that he's a ghost. My routine is terrifying. Sure. Let's just put some random shots of the party in. I can wait to see what goes who I wanted to show the dread pirate no beard. Lights. You don't need no stinking lights. It's so dark out here they could be doing anything. They drug me. Hold on. This ain't a pirate buried treasure.
Sitting there in a bag. Right by a big tree.
And what are his demands for this pirate booty?
So I figured you can have it for your club. If I can join.
Sorry, dude. That's a no deal. I'm not hitting you anymore. Nice movie. The scene's not only not lit, but now there are trees in between the characters and the camera. This is just pure cinema right here. Magic. Hey, this isn't treasure.
Welcome to my home away from home.
Man, this thing's situational awareness sucks, too. He's right behind you in a giant white sheet, dumbass. And title card. I think they forgot the S, because this movie is gonna be The Pits. Hey, who sent my Teddy Ruxpin to evil again? Man, if that buzz is driving me from this movie, I sure wish I was on it. And I'm surprised to absolutely no one. It was basically the end of Sammy Snyder's career. He had one TV appearance after this. There is no truth to the rumor that he wanted to be
friends you'll not find.
Teddy bear. Let's see what the cops. It's amazing to me they basically filmed this in a locker room shower. Look at the tile on the wall. It's totally a locker room. Hey, why does this cop have a U.S. flag patch? This movie is as Canadian as Canadian Tire. We have like 10 minutes left. Really be introducing new characters? Not crap. Monsters are out. Not gonna worry. It's a bold move to change the entire tenor of your movie in the last
Whew. What a day. Okay, back from my break. Ooh. Oh man, I'm getting old. Ugh. Getting a whole bunch of good food. Oh, that's so good. I gotta see what I have to do now. I think I'm gonna do is I'll sacrifice these guys. Credit increases, but you no longer have warriors. Your golem gets 60% more damage. Okay, so all my golems. Oh, every time I sacrifice, they all like to get crucial damage. Where's that shit? All resist by 25%. Okay. So I sacrifice my mage, yeah, like it gets 120%. That's super generation increases. Increases. You deal 3% increased damage for each summon mage. All mage damage. Oh, 4 seconds. Bow mage. If it is the next one. See, they changed bow mages that, but bow. Let's see, own body as the projectiles dealing heavy damage that costs their own life. I'm not really a big fan of that. But granting more damage is good for more of them. Okay. Okay, so now I can get rid of some of these skeleton damage anymore. All of these, speed. Total armor. Summoning damage. All power. That's my warrior damage. Okay, we'll take that off. I can put. Where the fuck's that at? Yeah, I always gotta look at the stuff from that. Vital damage, corpse damage, increases crit damage by 4. Actually, what does that mean? How much is that? 19.8. That is dexterity. There's all dexterity on. I don't have a lot of dexterity on there. Do I want to go that, or do I want to go increase summoning damage or increase total armor? This does get up to be a lot. It already gives me damage dealt to enemies that are not healthy. 22% more critical damage. Increases my critical damage from the 8% was legendary. Okay, I like that. I'll make a couple more. Gotta get up my golem. Okay, that's just the all damage thing. These rare ones are really good if you get them up max. You get like 200%. It gives you more damage. So what am I looking at? Okay, here's the golden one right here. Okay. More attack speed. Gee, the goal is ridiculously. I don't know if I can go through this whole entire thing. On torment too. I think I'll go ahead and do a. Yeah, let's go here. Let's go
Off we go again.
maybe hard stupid super strong. The golem, man, my god, he gets super amount of damage. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, one guy had 3 golems. Well, that one I have. Main danger corruption. Maybe I don't have one there. There it is. Maximum number of warriors and mages increased by 2. Sacrifice both. Oh, I sacrificed both golem and they get additional mages. Okay. That's what it is. 12? Oh, okay, that's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's... Yeah. The golem thing is absolutely... I'm not going to get on that. Get 12 fucking mages, bro. That's all I need. That was even more so mages. Well, what the fuck else can I go down there? is. Get, like, just pump up fucking those as much as you Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the mages. Well, even if I do have all the stuff on that, I still... Well, mages always hit first. So... See, some of these I can get rid of Perfect. That's what I wanted. Cool, got that done. There's me damage on it. Got that too? Oh, I only had one at a time. Gotcha. Before I could put it on two, but I guess they changed it. That sucks. Right, so how's it going? Just having this on gives me enormous amount of mage. Something else. Cool. Yeah, I'll fuck out that. I'll go through all those horror things again, just get more. Yeah, the mages are just too powerful. When you can focus all on one thing, it's the best thing to do. Indara over there with non-nipple titty.
It's locked.
Well, it's just like learning how to eat this food first meal so you do know how to eat. It's such a good I guess that now people are really doing it there from that perspective. God, I got 180 of these. But that's just how it is. Like, if you eat a bunch of shit, like I had just ice cold water, I had a whole bunch of salt, I had a lot of olive oil, that's olive oil, things like good digestive. Really good for I always had olive oil in everything. But it's all how consistent you are. Like when I eat whole pizzas, I always get vegetables on there. It's like you got cheese, you got like the meat and stuff. Like you get your whole entire thing. I feel like I could fall asleep right now. That food was so good.
Come back if you need work.
Thorn has a 10% chance to increase damage. Yeah, some of these uniques. Or darkness skill. Your darkness skill chills enemies as they do 100% and deals more damage. 175% increased damage for frozen enemies and bosses. Every 800 times you damage enemy with darkness skills. That's why it's. This is the one I just got, but I've already got the OP of it. This is the bone store. I don't know, man. Only one skill. It's just not enough. It's giving me, like, this one gives me 4. Better not. It might actually be better. Because it's maxed out. Looks like it's up by 3% every level. So 4, that's 7. Yeah, this is gonna be 7. Because I was at 4. But this one's at more damage. Keep that as a favorite. I'm just gonna level up and see. I think I have it. I need to get a unique of it, have it go a little bit more. Well, it's considered to be better. But I have to go past 100 something times. Yeah. Yeah.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
What will it be? That's there. Just press the point.